Welcome to another Oracle card deck review. My name is Kelly Lorraine and I'm here to talk to you about all things spirituality. But today I'm here to talk to you about a deck that I have been just wanting to review forever. This is the Secret Language of Color cards and it's by Segal. If you've had a chance to look at this deck before, let me know in the comments your experiences with it. I'm really curious to open this box. Stay tuned. I think what really draws me to this deck is the fact that it has color theory. Now, this is something that I've been into for a very long time. This even goes back to my days as a high school teacher where I taught English language and literature, and I'm all about imagery. Even when I'm reviewing or using oracle cards, tarot cards, I'm looking for colors, imagery, and what they represent. Now, I don't know if you recognize that colors really represent so many things in our daily lives. I talked about this a bit with Pam Sears, psychic medium, in one of my Kelly Talks videos. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But essentially, she was talking about the fact that she loves to wear specific colors on different days of the week. Now, ultimately, this can align to our chakras and how we feel according to what's going on in our daily lives. But there's more to it than that. It tells us a lot about our personalities and our emotions and how we want to interact with the rest of the world. Before we get into the box, I want to read a little bit from the backside here. It says that we're going to be guided through many creative ways of using the cards, from simply asking a question and pulling a card from the deck to placing a color card directly on an area of the body to channel that color's particular healing vibration. Creating our own unique wellness practices has never been easier. So I'm down for that. Let's open the box. If you've seen previous reviews from me, you know that I like to look at the guidebook specifically because I like to build a connection with my deck. And how do I do that? Well, I like to put my hands on the guidebook, feel the cover, the pages, the energy. But I will admit to you that I'm not really a fan of how this book feels. It feels a bit plasticky, and my hands don't really glide across it very easily. You can see that it kind of gets stuck. And the reason why it gets stuck is because there's this giant seam, these staples, like right down the center of the book, and it automatically just opens up. Like no matter what you do with this book, it's always gonna just somehow sit open to, page 42 and 43. I like the ability to flip through the pages, randomly, and find my own way, whereas I feel like this automatically opens a specific way. But regardless, let's try to take a random page and get a message. And well, I opened it up to number 26, which is brilliance. Discover your sparkle. Well, this is speaking to me because I love sparkle. Brilliance brings about change and transformation. Work with it when you want to wipe the slate clean and start anew. Brilliance also has the ability to assist with healing all health conditions and is great for releasing any fear and anxiety. When you feel heavy or depressed, use Brilliance to recharge and bring back your sparkle. Cleanse your body and soul to discover your brilliance. Okay. And then it tells you to discover your brilliance, and it tells you to visualize and gives you some sort of prompts. So far, that seems pretty cool. I want to look at the rest of the guidebook. Give me a second. So we just took a look at brilliance, and that's wonderful. But I actually wanted to go into the earlier pages of the book to see how it actually guides us to visualize and use the information. So at the very beginning, there is a table of contents. There is an introduction. It tells us about the power of color and how people use color to heal, how to use the secret language of color cards. It does go through the different chakras, so I'm really appreciative of that because I don't think everybody always understands the chakras or energy centers of the body. It even tells you about meditation, eat or drink the color, wearing colors, surround yourself with color, spend time in nature, paint, be creative, and there's also a frequently asked questions section. So this sounds like a really nice introduction to using the cards. So let's take a look at the cards themselves, and right away I'm noticing that the first card is the rainbow card, which is a great way to start because a rainbow basically encompasses the rainbow of colors. Like it doesn't just start off at red or green or whatever. It basically just has this generalized picture and it's beautiful. Okay, so we have the rainbow. It's simple. It says connect to spirit in nature. So we have an image that takes up the majority of the card. And then we have the word and a small blurb about it. Now, ultimately, we're going to go through a few of these cards. Look at this really bright red, free yourself from pain. Okay. And with that, we have watermelon. So juicy watermelon, pink. Okay. So we're definitely going through the rainbow here. Magenta. Oh, the rose. I love roses. I always get sort of captivated by rose energy. Attract a relationship. Well, there you go. If anybody's needing that message today, maybe I was meant to read it. What does this say? Scarlet, excuse me. Attract success. Beautiful. I was almost going to say like sacral. I was thinking sacral chakra, self-worth, self-value, self-respect. You can see a little bit of the orange coming through. Maybe that's why I was drawn to it like that. Ruby. Okay. Beautiful. Cherries. Burgundy, for those of you that like wine. Auburn, ground yourself. Number 11, new beginnings, right? Okay, there's the brown energy of the earth. Chocolate. Well, I don't know about you, but I love chocolate. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite chocolate bar? I'm in love with all chocolate, but I'm not gonna lie, I love a Lindt sea salt and dark chocolate mix. It's like one of my favorites. Now, here is the bronze energy, strengthen your body. Okay, here we have amber, orange, tangerine. So it basically feels like they're going to give you the color and then things related to that color. So there's the coral, peach, apricot. Let's see. There's the gold. Attract abundance. I love it. Okay, so let's do a few more. We'll go through them a little bit quicker, but there's the yellow energy, the lemon, that's cleansing. White, very pure aesthetic. It even says lighten up. And there's the pearl. Beautiful. Connect to the divine. Love that. And there's the brilliance card that we had in the opening. Discover your sparkle. There's nothing more beautiful when you're on the water and you see it sparkle, you know, the sun or the moon radiating off that water. I just have beautiful memories of seeing that water or that waterfall even. I come from close to Niagara Falls, Canada, so I've definitely had a chance to see a lot of sparkle at Niagara Falls. Have you ever been there? Tell me your experience in the comments. Let's take a moment and do a mini reading with these cards. It's up to you how you like to cleanse your deck, but some people like to burn some sage, sit at a table, look through each card, even just sort of allow the energy around you to just get into the cards. And I do believe, like I said earlier, about building a relationship with your deck. You've got to spend some time with it. You've got to put your hands on it. And another way, as I always recommend, is you can knock the deck, right? Knocking the energy from any previous users or anybody who may have had contact with your deck. That's another side note. Some people believe that you shouldn't allow other people to touch your cards because ultimately it's your energy within the cards, your relationship. And I'm of that same belief. You know, at my home, granted, I do my sessions over Zoom, so nobody is actually touching my cards. But in the event that I am in person, you know, with family, friends, I am very mindful. And it's nothing personal to the people around me. It's because the cards are very personal to me. Okay, so let's do a mini reading here. This is timeless. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. I will say that the cards are quite large. I have small hands and it does make it a slight bit difficult to shuffle the cards. Now, I'm not one who likes to, you know, smash the cards or, you know, have them go flying everywhere. I believe in being very delicate with my cards. So, you know, if you're going slowly and, you know, being mindful with your cards, I think it's all good. So the current energy for us right now is yellow. And this says, purify your body. Yellow is your solar plexus. So this is about your personal power, right? Your strength and your courage to move yourself forward. So maybe right now, purifying your body means cleansing in some sort of way in order to bring in new energy. Now, the potential or challenge here is turquoise. You've got to awaken your empathy. Now, the one thing about empathy, right, is that you're able to sort of identify with other people, their emotions. You're aware of the emotions going on around you. Remember, you don't know what someone else is going through, right? This is why it's important to be considerate of others. Now, you don't have to overgive to everybody, but you should be considerate of what may be happening around you. It's always good to look at the bigger picture, right? Thinking objectively versus subjectively. Now, what should we focus on today? We have some black energy here, and this says, find richness from the dark night. So if some of you have been going through a very difficult time, understand that these things happen for you, not to you. There's always a positive in something. And also, with light, there is dark. With dark, there is light. It's all about balance. Now, the recent past for us here is brilliance. There's the card that came out. See, there's no coincidences. It says discover your sparkle. And I think that's what some of you are doing. You're going through what I would call a reawakening. You've been sparked. Okay. And that means your life is changing. You're on a spiritual journey and you're navigating. Okay, so 2 cards just sort of popped right over, and I'm not surprised it's the lemon card because we just talked about cleansing and strength. And that again is the solar plexus. So it says, access innovative thinking. This is telling you to think differently. Innovation means new and improved. Okay, so doing something different to better your situation, and it might be telling you to lighten up. So maybe you don't have to take everything so seriously. You don't have to try to control everything. You can let things unfold as they should. Now, your near future, Azure, this says, protect yourself. That can mean basically being mindful of the energy around you. You don't have to consume everything. You don't have to do what other people want you to do. You're allowed to protect yourself. Now, suggested approach is establish boundaries. This is my point. There's that brown energy, that earth energy. I mean, look, boundaries, they don't happen overnight, but they're so worth it. Now, what do we need to know? Gold, attract abundance. When you make boundaries and you put yourself first, you start attracting really good things. Now, the hope and or fear is bronze. Strengthen your body. Okay, this might be a message to work out or to do something that's going to bring you more growth, more evolution, strengthen your confidence, your knowledge, whatever that is for you. And let's take a look at the probable outcome based on this energy. Indigo, improve your vision. This is all about your third eye and your crown chakra. This is the idea that you are opening up to brand new experiences, information, and downloads. Let me know if this resonates. So overall, I really do like this deck. I think the colors are absolutely beautiful. I'm very drawn to something that is very vibrant and bold. So color is something that I love investigating. So if you really like these cards, let me know in the comments. I always appreciate your feedback. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me with the algorithm. Thank you very much, and I wish you the most amazing day.